What's up everyone, V here, and today I'm going to be reviewing the Marvel Legends Superior Iron Man. Yes, this is the superior version of Iron Man, the Iron Man that is superior to all the other ones in every single way. Yeah, this guy I was really excited for because I know you're probably like, "Oh, that's shocking. Iron Man is my favorite superhero." I've mentioned this before if you've been around the channel a little bit. I know it's shocking since you'd think, "Oh, Moon Knight's got to be your favorite superhero." No. He's up there, but Iron Man's been my favorite superhero ever since I've been a yee lad. So yeah, whatever the hell is happening right now, it seemed like just out of nowhere, Hasbro was like, let's just make as many Iron Man figures as possible. Oh, reminded me. Just reminded me for a comparison to bring this guy out. But yeah, they re-released this guy. They have that whole Iron Man wave with like 3 new Iron Man figures. They have this guy. They were just out of nowhere like, let's just release a bunch of Iron Man figures, and I'm loving it. I'm buying almost all of them, except for like the Mark 1 and Mark 2, because I don't care for that design. But even then, the figure looks kind of cool. But yeah, I'm just loving this Iron Man renaissance that's happening. Hopefully they remake some MCU Iron Man. I so desperately want a good modern Iron Man from the MCU. We have the Mark III figure, looks phenomenal, but is a piece of crap. Because the Mark II, its arm snapped off for me. So it's like, yeah, hopefully they make a new MCU Iron Man that isn't a pain to mess with, but looks equally as good as that Mark III. But yeah, also, if you've been around the channel, haven't uploaded a whole lot recently, because I went to the beach for a week, and I pre-recorded videos that I was going to upload while I was at the beach, and then I didn't. So then, like, the past couple videos have been really spaced out. But, you know, we're back, so if this video is a little scuffed, it's because I don't think I've actually recorded a video in almost a month. So, hopefully this goes well. So yeah, this is Superior Iron Man. Now, I'm not a comic guy, so I don't know too much about this guy. But I do know he is not a friendly Iron Man. He is definitely, from my Google search, the most evil version of Iron Man, which it kind of gives that. It's definitely, especially with the name Superior, it's definitely giving like superior. It's definitely giving like futuristic-y, like used his brains and tech to kind of like take over the world type vibe. Also, apparently, the suit's a symbiote. Okay, I read that somewhere, and I was like, oh, okay, that's a detail. But yeah, I don't know much about this guy. The most I know about him is that this is the version of Iron Man everyone thought Tom Cruise was going to play in Multiverse of Madness, and I will say, I didn't believe it. They were definitely stretching, especially that shot from the trailer, which was so obviously Captain Marvel, yet some people still thought was Iron Man, because apparently Iron Man has hips. But, like, I wanted it to be true just because I want to see Iron Man again. Like, if they do Iron Man again in the MCU, I do hope they cast someone else and make it at least a very different version of Iron Man than Robert Downey Jr. But then also I do hope Robert Downey Jr. comes back just because I want to see Iron Man again. But yeah, and like they had the Ultron units, so it was like, it looks like it could happen, but I'm kind of glad it didn't because they all died quite quickly, so this Iron Man would not have been shining. But anyway, this figure, been hyped because it looks cool. Notice a couple qualms that a lot of people have with this figure, which I will get to in a second. But yeah, I was really looking forward to this because I was like, Superior Iron Man, although I'm not insanely familiar, I do know a decent amount, not decent, I know enough to get the gist of the character. And also, it's a cool design. It's also a really unique Iron Man design. Because, yeah, if you just colored this red and gold, it'd kind of look like a generic Iron Man. But the fact that it's like white or silver and black is really cool. And honestly, I really like this figure. So before we get into Mr. Stark, I also tried to give him like a maniacal pose. I could have sworn there's a picture of him going like this. Or maybe I just got that from something. It's giving very like dictator, Homelander type vibes. Which, speaking of, since the new Boys season drops, I should probably finally review those Mafex Boys figures. But yeah, anyway, package. We're back to the window package. But don't get used to this design, because I think this is one of the last waves that is using the classic Marvel Legends box. Because I think they're changing it to be what the package. Let me find it. To be this package, so it's going to be changed to look like this. They're also changing the Star Wars ones, and they look way too much like the red and black boxes, just with the cooler artwork on the side, and I hate it, because I hate those red and black boxes, but you know what, I'm alright the Marvel Legends one. But yeah, we got Superior Iron Man, Marvel, Hasbro. You can see I paid $30 for it, and you know what, I'm alright with that. Marvel Legends, ooh, build figure stuff, 4+, some cool artwork of Mr. Stark there. Although now, looking at like this box, it's got like the whole nice artwork on the side here that doesn't get cut off, which kind of sucks that this guy isn't on it. Also, this kind of just looks like the Black Series box too. I guess they're maybe making them more streamlined with each, I don't know. Then on the back, this is the picture. Okay, I wasn't going crazy. There is a picture with his arms out like that. But yeah, I'm trying to angle the camera nicely. Psychic fallout from a battle with Red Skull leaves Iron Man a changed man, causing havoc among humanity in symbiote-infused armor. Okay, so I didn't hear it from a post, I just heard it from his bio. Also, Red Skull. Odd that that's the villain. Also, get a good look at the coloring on this picture, because I'm gonna be bringing it up a lot. And then build a figure. Marvel's Zabu. I don't know. It's a saber-toothed tiger. And yeah, I will not buy a single one of these figures. I don't care. Maybe, I don't know, Red Widow looks kind of cool, but beyond that, got Evil Thor, furry, shirtless man, white guy. Oh, this is the wave that has the cable that everyone was talking about, but I don't care, because I don't really care for X-Men too much. Anyway, bringing in Mr. Stark in all his glory. He comes with a couple accessories. He comes with, by God, you already know it, the Iron Man blast effects. If an Iron Man figure doesn't come with blast effects in this age, then it's a piece of crap. You can plug it into the hands and into the feet. We already know how it is. They've been with every Iron Man figure since 2016. I have so many of them now. They gotta run out of shades of blue to make them in, because they're all in different shades, but they gotta run out eventually. Also, this figure reuses an odd amount from the Mark 85 figure from Endgame, which is really odd, because these suits look not really anything alike, but it reuses the legs and the hands. And why I'm mentioning the hands is because he has alternate hands, which are just that Iron Man's fists, which, I mean, look nice. And they look the part. If you didn't really know the design 100%, you'd be like, okay, that's alright. But it does reuse a good bit from this Iron Man. But the reuse, I think, kind of works. But then when you compare pictures, then you're like, oh, it doesn't actually really look like that. But okay. I'm scared he's going to fall. Because one thing It's a problem with this Iron Man. His ankles are a little wonky. I mean, proportionally, this guy was a hot mess, but I really like this Iron Man figure. I wish they would remake that suit, but correct proportions. But yeah. So yeah, his hands and his legs are all from that figure, but he does come with an alternate head as well. You can get the masked look, which I thought I would have preferred. But I don't know, there's something about this head that I'm just not crazy about. I think it's very, like, squished, as opposed to, like, a normal Iron Man helmet. Because, like, a normal Iron Man helmet's a bit wider and doesn't get as flat. And it doesn't look too great. It also doesn't look too menacing with the mask. Without the mouth, it oddly looks kind of like he's bored. But I mean, it still looks decent. It's got some nice outlining there, but, like, come on. You gotta go the look with the Tony Stark face out, because that's superior Iron Man. So yeah, let's get into this guy. One problem the biggest problem with this figure that a lot of people had was his color, because he's white. And a lot of people think he should have been silver, and it's really hard to tell what shade he is in, because a lot of artwork, he is very much obviously silver. Like, on the back and even on the side art, it's very obvious that he's like some shade of silver. But then honestly, some art I've seen, he is on the whiter side. And I have made a drawing of him before, and the consensus I got is that he's a really, really, really light shade of silver. So technically speaking, he shouldn't really be white. He should be at least a really light gray. So I get everyone's problems, and I have seen repaints of this figure in silver, and it looks phenomenal. But also, I kind of mess with the white. I'm not gonna lie. Like, you never really see Iron Man suits in white, besides, like, the space suit. So it's like, I honestly really like it. I really like the look of it. Even though it's not entirely accurate, I do like the look of it. And also the legs. Compare a picture and you realize these legs do not look well at all. But, like, they're well integrated. And another thing, it's missing a decent amount of paint, because he should not be this white. Like, this whole area should be black or, like, a darker silver, but it's, like, white, so that looks a little off. But beyond that, that's really the only complaints I have with this figure, because he's honestly really awesome. And, like, looking at that head sculpt is great. Like, that looks exactly like Tony Stark. He got his little goatee there. He's got these white eyes, which I didn't know he had, which is cool. And then he's got his hair coming out like that, which looks really nice. And the face is a separate piece. I believe the hair is probably a separate piece too, but it's kind of noticeable if it's not glued in all the way, but it doesn't bother me too much. And, like, gets in the chest. It's kind of like a classic Iron Man look, but also at the same time looks really sleek and clean. You got, like, the lights up there, like the weird classic Iron Man light nipple things. I don't know what those are, but he's kind of got them integrated in there, which is nice. And again, it should have more black down here, but, like, still looks pretty cool. And then on the back, like, this right here does kind of remind me of, like, this part for Iron Man. So it's kind of cool how they, like, integrated some, like, more classic Iron Man designs into this design, which is cool. And you got the lights there, which look nice. Love the, like, light blue, like, turquoise scattered throughout. Then his arc reactor looks nice. And then to the legs, got a bit more of the black in there, a bit more of the blue, which looks really cool. Overall, just a really cool looking design, which is executed pretty well. it really just comes, like, sculpt-wise, it's 100% dead on. It's just paint-wise, it could be better, but I'm honestly alright with it. It doesn't bother me too much. The only part that actually bothers me is if I wish they just painted the black in more. Like, I can live with the figure being white. Like, I still like it, but, like, come on, man. They could have painted the black there. It's like, when you bring this out, like, you just see how dark that is versus how light that is. But yeah, also he has the little hip discs, which is really cool. It's just a really cool and unique Iron Man design, which is really awesome. Also, yeah, the face just looks evil, like they didn't even try to hide it. But yeah, articulation-wise, he has a ball hinge at the neck, which is what every flying character should have, because dumbbell joints don't really move as well. I don't know why I'm talking like this. But also the dumbbell joint doesn't actually go too high, so my whole point's lost there. Oh, didn't like that crack sound. Rotates, hinges out that far. Rotation. Bicep. That's not a bicep. That's an elbow. Then rotation and a hinge in and out. On the repulsor hand, which is nice because this is the end game figure's hands. Also, pinless. Sadly pins, because it's from that figure. He does not move forward at all. Oh my god. But he does move back far. But then you got this weird lump there. But it does rotate. Get a little bob. A little bob action. Can kick that far forward. Can't really kick far back. I guess is a... Well, it's kind of got the same type of weird butt grooves as well. So there's so many little, like, hints of just, like, classic Iron Man designs thrown in through this figure. Not figure, well, figure, yeah, but also just design in general. I would really like to see this design colored up like classic Iron Man. I think that'd be pretty cool. I'm surprised I haven't seen anyone do that. Or maybe it has been done, I don't know. He can do the splits, thigh rotation, double jointed knee, then a hinge up and down, and a rocker that barely moves because he's got those groove things there. So yeah, overall, pretty solid figure. I do actually really like it. But how does he compare to others? Well, to a Black Series and to a, what are they called? Voyager class Transformer. Here he is next to Phase 1 Clone Trooper, who also refuses to stand, and Shockwave. So we kind of got the white armored look and the big brains and the comparisons there. That's kind of cool. The next one throws all of that out the window because, yeah. Anyway, here he is next to more 7-inch scaled comparisons. DC McFarlane, Black Manta, and Jazzwares Halo 3 Master Chief. Yeah, they're obviously bigger. But like Anakin said, this is where the fun begins. Because, said that in an Obi-Wan voice, though, so I don't know what I'm saying. Time for just an insane amount of Iron Man comparisons. Here he is to... What am I trying to say? Here he's next to some more classic Iron Man, the, like, 50th, 100th, I don't remember, something anniversary Iron Man, and then the newer, Model 10, 9? Model something Iron Man. The one with the absolute insane stompers. There's no need for his feet to be that big. Was he trying to, fly into space with them rocket feet there? But yeah, it looks pretty cool. And to get him next to more modern Iron Man, here he is next to the, forget what Iron Man this is. And then this Iron Man, which is my favorite comic Iron Man design, fun fact. I really like the unique helmet Hopefully we get a newer version of that figure. Both look really cool. And for some more wild Iron Men that I'm not entirely sure of their names, here he is next to another one of the more recent Iron Men. And then here's a blast from the past. Extremis Iron Man. I know his name. I got that at a comic shop. He is old as hell, and he feels old as hell. Would love a new version of that guy, too. And because I have them, here he is next to the She-Hulk and next to Black Panther. Both of which I think I'm going to review. Even though it's Black Panther's from the Wakanda Forever wave, I really like him, so I'm probably going to review him. Captain America. And finally, here he is next to Endgame Iron Man, whom he shares many parts with. And I wonder if he's gonna do the weird leg opening thing. Because, like, after a while, like, on all the versions I have of this figure, his legs don't want to, like, they want to, like, spread out. I don't know if it's the body or just the legs. So we'll see if he just starts opening his legs on me. Whoa. Stark, please. Take me to dinner first, at least. Actually, no, I don't want to go with dinner on this one. He'd probably do something maniacal to me. So here are my thoughts. I think you've heard my thoughts. So, let me sum up my thoughts. I don't know what I'm trying to say. Do I recommend this figure? Honestly, yeah. I really like it. This might be me being an Iron Man simp, but I like it. Is it perfect? No. Could it have been painted more accurately? 100%. And I do understand why a lot of people have problems with at least the paint job. Sculpt-wise, it's phenomenal. Feels really fun. Although, there's a slight, like, gummy. I don't know if gummy's the right word. But there's something whenever I bend his elbows, like, not gummy in the sense that, like, oh, it's miserable, it's going to be bending left and right. But there's just a certain feel to it, which is different than usual. I'm not entirely sure what it is. It's not bad. Don't get me wrong. It's not like the Mary Jane and Green Goblin 2-pack Green Goblin, where anytime I even think about touching that figure, I want to just cry because of how bad that figure is. Lord, haven't reviewed it, but if I do, be prepared for me to complain a lot, because that's probably the gummiest figure I've ever owned. But it does kind of bend, kind of like it's gummy, but like not. Hopefully that made sense. Like, it's not going to be like bending and warping like those figures, but it does have like a slight gummy feel when you bend it, but it's not bad. And again, I do really like this figure. I'd give him a solid 7-8 out of 10. Really happy to add it to my Iron Man collection. And I think he's pretty cool. So yeah, that's about it. Like, subscribe, check out my previous reviews. There's gonna be a lot of Iron Man. Usually, like, the channel's been like a lot of Spider-Man. That's probably the thing I've reviewed the most, but, like, Iron Man is going to have his time to shine. I might even just throw in some reviews of some other Iron Men that I haven't reviewed yet, like this Iron Man, and I might even throw this guy in for fun, because, you know, why not? So yeah, be prepared for probably a lot of Iron Man, which, yeah. So yeah, check out my Instagram, MidnightXO, you can talk to me there. If I disappear from YouTube for a long time, chances are I'm uploading on Instagram daily. So you can check to me there. Check to me there. Don't know what that means. Yeah, I do a lot of music related stuff. I do a lot of album reviews. I do a bunch of guitar stuff. And yeah. So that's about it. Hopefully you had a wonderful day. Hopefully you will have a wonderful day. If you're seeing this at the end of the day, hopefully the day was good. Beginning of the day, hopefully the day is going to be good. Middle of the day, hopefully it's going good and will continue to go good. And hopefully the rest of your week and month, year, and life are pretty decent as well. And hopefully an evil, maniacal, rich billionaire doesn't start taking over the world with his technology. Because that would never happen, would it? Peace.